Hi, quick update because I'm about to go shopping and then go to a big festival, Christian festival, thousands of people. I will try and make a film while I'm there. Obviously I'm camping in my van, everyone's camping, and I'm going with my church, and so we're in a little what we call camping village together, which will be fun, but still got to do our own cooking and stuff. So, and yesterday, instead of preparing for all this, I took my daughter and her partner and two of her kids to Coombe Abbey for the day, a sort of a day out in the woods and this place near Coventry. Anyway, it was great fun, but obviously meant that I didn't get any of the things that I needed to do. So last night I was hastily throwing stuff in the van from my storage space, chair and stuff like that, and a gazebo, because I thought if the space, I might put the gazebo in front of my door, by my door of the van, so I can get a bit of shade and sit out. Annoyingly, I can't find my lovely padded garden chair. I'm gonna have to track that down. It would have been lovely to lounge on that, you know, but anyway, I can lounge on the bed. So that's me. Before I do all that, because I failed yesterday to get any shopping, I've now got to nip to a supermarket, and I put together a very quick 3-day meal plan which will tide me through. And the place is a mess. God, is it a mess. Look, the ceiling is literally falling down on me. Happens every summer because it gets hot, and the super heat tolerant adhesive fails. So every year I have the same issue. I'm not too bothered because anyway, there's big changes come in. Yeah. So what's happening? So I want to live in the van. I mean, I really do like living in the van. Unfortunately, I hadn't foreseen that the consultant at hospital was going to say that I need oxygen, probably, and that would be like probably a little tank thing. I've already bought something to carry it around with because I don't really want to carry it on my shoulders. So I bought this little festival trolley, I think they call them. It's quite sturdy. It was a tenner from B&M. Anyway, the thing is, look, the phone's shifted now, and it's my fault because I couldn't be bothered to get the what's it out, the selfie stick thing. Anyway, upshot of all that is they're not going to let me have oxygen in this van. Yeah, they're not going to. They come round as a team, home oxygen therapy people, and they won't let me have oxygen in this van because I've got a very small space and I've got a gas stove over here. That's my cooking. So as it happens, I'd already put my name down. In our area, it's called Home Choice, where you get to bid on properties with the local council, housing associations, etc. But I've only bid twice. The second time I bid was this week, and because I was only bidding on places, I'm 61, believe it or not, so I qualify for OAP places. And anyway, I was only bidding on places that were that have got like a little garden and no stairs, and you can keep pets. Not that I probably will, but you could. Anyway, this week they accepted my offer on this little bungalow, which is in Warwick, not Leamington, where I've been brought up, but I mean they're the twin towns. They're so connected now, there's hardly any green space left between them. So yeah, so I've accepted the offer. My sister says, look at it as a tiny house, because it is tiny. Look at it as a tiny house. You know, we both watched George Clark's Amazing Spaces, so yes, it is tiny. But amazingly enough, it's got a tiny garden, and its garden appears to be twice the size of anybody else's garden. It's in this little complex retirement housing with a community centre and a laundry. There's a laundry. You can go and do your washing. Anyway, so I can't quite get my head around it. And obviously I don't have to live there. That's the thing. I mean, I will be living there, but I don't have to be there all the time. But it's a bit of a shame because I was looking forward to just being full-time van life, you know. I was going to get a bigger van, but if the consultant said, what the thing is, having this extra oxygen for when I'm active, which for me is as often as possible, will help me be more active without getting quite so tired, and because I won't be constantly low on oxygen, which is bad for you. I mean, eventually it will kill you because it damages your organs. So in a sense of my health, it makes more sense. But I'm not going to do a big move in, dramatic moving in day where I move in. I said to my daughter, because I can't psychologically get my head around it at all, so I'm going to gradually drift into this place, drift in with a few basic essentials like a kettle and a camping chair and a camping bed, you know, just drift in and kind of give myself time to adjust. I mean, I'm quite looking forward to tackling the garden. I really am. My grandson came to have a look. I mean, we couldn't get in, we haven't got any keys, but we looked around the, you know, like peer through the windows and look at the garden. And there was a dead baby hedgehog, which he was fascinated by. But that's a good sign, because it means, I mean, it's a shame it was dead, but there's nature around. And it's actually on the edge of Warwick, and there's like, it's near the canal, it's near the golf course and race course. It's near the big roundabout that takes you off to the country, out and about, M40 and all. So it's a good location, and it just makes sense for the future. Like my sister says, my lovely sister, you know, I could get bronchitis at any time, or COVID or something, and be laid up in bed because my lungs are, you know, fragile. So it makes sense to have some alternatives. So yeah, so that's the future. So, but I'll still be living in the van as much as possible, travelling in the van, spending time in the van, hanging out in the van. Last night I stayed near Rutland Water. I couldn't get right down to the water, and I haven't got time to go down today because I'm going to this campsite. But I found in the end I was running out of options, so I did go on park for night, although I don't like it, and I found this tiny little lay-by here just over the road from the nature reserve. So yeah, hopefully I might get time to come out to this nature reserve, maybe pop out one time in the week with my mate and her son, and come and have a look around Rutland Water, because it looks beautiful. But yeah, so it takes me ages to get moving in the morning. One of these things, just have no energy. So I've kind of nearly there now, done all the basics, just got to put my shoes on, batten down everything in the van. As you know, if you live in a van and you haven't got loads of storage space, or even if you have, before you leave, you've got to make sure everything that might fall on the floor is in a place where it can't fall on the floor, and just make sure nothing's going to get broken. My friend, a couple of nights ago, gave me this. She gave me some stuffed car boots, and she gave me this too for me. And this is, I know it's picture, isn't it beautiful? I'm going to try and keep it in the van, but it's quite old. There's some stuff on the back I haven't looked at yet, but yeah, so that's got pride of place on the van. But again, it's glass fronted and very fragile, so every time I move I have to make sure it's somewhere safe, and it's no good fixing it on the wall. I mean, it makes sense to, but unless somebody with building skills like my brother does it, all that'll happen if I do it is it will fall off and break the minute I move. Anyway, so that's it. So I'm here till Wednesday at this campsite, this big festival thing, and I will try and do a film, but it's not so easy because there's like thousands of people everywhere. And then I'll be getting back home to hear what the council got to say about this place, and do a million other things. And I promised my daughter that I'll stick around Leamington area as much as possible during August, because her little boy, my grandson, he's got ADHD and he's gorgeous, but gosh, is he a handful. So yeah, so I'm there to help and also take them out on day trips and stuff. We're going to do a day trip to the seaside and things like that. I want to take him camping. Mum's a bit dubious about it, but like, he's desperate. He's like a real outdoor boy. You give him an axe and he's happy. So yeah, so I got plans to take him camping, and once I've got my new place, he wants to come and do a sleepover as well, Nanny's sleepover, so that'll be fun. Yeah, anyway, I'll shut up now because I've gone over the 10 minutes marks. I don't know about anybody else, but I have no concentration span these days. I struggle with the best will in the world to watch somebody, you know, other people's videos. I watch them, but I struggle to, you know, keep going if it's like 20 minutes or 30 or 40 or whatever. I have to watch it in stages. Anyway, I'll sign off. See ya.